Ladies and gentlemen, please make welcome Grammy Award winner Billy Dean and Steel Horses.
Well, life on the farm is kinda laid back. Ain't much of no country boy and me can't hack. Early in the rise, early in the sack. I thank God I'm a country boy. Well, a simple kind of life never did me no harm. Raising me a family and working on my farm. Days are all filled with an easy country charm. Thank God I'm a country boy. Well, I got me a fine wife, I got me old fiddle. The sun's coming up, cakes on the griddle. Life ain't nothing but a funny, funny riddle. Thank God I'm a country boy. When the work's all done, the sun's setting low, I pull out my fiddle, I rising up my bow. But the kids are asleep, I keep it kinda low. Thank God I'm a country boy. And I play a side like it all day if I could, but the Lord and my wife wouldn't take it very good. I fiddle when I can, work when I should, and thank God I'm a country boy. Well, I got me a fine wife, I got me old fiddle. The sun's coming up, cakes on the griddle. Life ain't nothing but a funny, funny riddle. I thank God I'm a country boy. Take it on up now. Well, I wouldn't trade my life for diamonds or jewels. I never was one of them money-hungry fools. Rather have my farm, fiddle, and tools. And thank God I'm a country boy. You know the city folk driving in a black limousine. A lot of sad people thinking that the mighty key. People, let me tell you exactly what I mean. I thank God I'm a country boy. Well, I got me a fine wife, I got me old fiddle. The sun's coming up, cakes on the griddle. Life ain't nothing but a funny, funny riddle. I thank God I'm a country boy. Break it down. You see, I fiddled with my dad, and then the day he died, he took me by the hand, I'm close to his side. He said, live a good life, play a fiddle with pride, and thank God you're a country boy. Yeah, my daddy taught me young how to hunt and how to whittle, taught me how to work and play a tune on the fiddle, taught me how to love, how to give just a little. And thank God I'm a country boy. I got me a fine wife, I got me old fiddle. The sun's coming up, cakes on the griddle. Life ain't nothing but a funny, funny riddle.
Now don't you remember the John Denver version? At the end of the John Denver version, the whole crowd goes, thank God I'm a country boy. And, well, I know I'm not John Denver, but let me just tell you why I recorded this song. I really recorded this song to say not so much thank God I live out in the country, but thank God I live in this country. Thank God I'm an American boy. Thank God I'm this country's boy. So with that, I'm gonna give you one more chance. You ready?
Life ain't nothing but a funny, funny riddle. Perfect, give yourselves a hand. Here we go. What a great audience you are, thank you. We left the skyline far behind for the moonlight and the stars that shine, where the quiet breeze blows through the trees, where the whistle of a lonely train and the rhythm of a pouring rain was music to our ears. That's all that we could hear. Hey, progress has found us, it's moving in all around us. We ain't in the middle of nowhere no more. Our little country road is now exit 44. There's a Jack in the Box and a Starbucks where there used to be a general store. Ain't in the middle of nowhere no more. All we wanted was our own spot, a piece of heaven, close to God. Now all we've got is a parking lot. Progress has found us, it's moving in all around us. Ain't in the middle of nowhere no more. Our little country road is now exit 44. There's a Jack in the Box and a Starbucks where there used to be a general store. We ain't in the middle of nowhere no more. Baby, don't worry, I know a place they don't know about. But we got to hurry so we can start slowing down. We ain't in the middle of nowhere no more. Our little country road is now exit 44. There's a Jack in the Box and a Starbucks where there used to be a general store. Ain't in the middle of nowhere no more. No, we ain't in the middle of nowhere no more. Listen, I go to concerts all the time, and don't you get frustrated when you go to a concert and people don't play all their hit songs? I hope I get to everything you want to hear tonight. We're going to start at the very beginning. The very first single was recorded in the spirit of the old gospel quartets. Some of my heroes like the Oak Ridge Boys and Larry Gatlin and the Gatlin Brothers. We're going to start right there with a little family harmony for you. Yeah, boy. 1, 2, 3. Gonna hold who needs holding, mend what needs mending, walk what needs walking, though it means an extra mile, and pray what needs praying, say what needs saying, 'cause we're only here for a little while. Today I stood singing songs and saying amen, saying goodbye to an old friend that seemed so young. Well, he spent his life working hard to chase that dollar, putting off until tomorrow the things he should have done. It made me stop and think, what's the hurry while I'm running? I don't like what I'm becoming. I'm gonna change my style. I'm gonna take my time, not taking all for granted, 'cause we're only here for a little while. Gonna hold who needs holding, and mend what needs mending, walk what needs walking, though it needs an extra mile, and pray what needs praying, say what needs saying, 'cause we're only here for a little while. Oh, yeah. Hey, if you're gonna play in Branson, you better have a steel guitar in the band. That's what I said. So let me love like I'll never see tomorrow. Treat each day like it's borrowed, like it's precious as a child. Oh, take my hand, let us reach out to each other, 'cause we're only here for a little while. I'm gonna hold who needs holding, mend what needs mending, walk what needs walking, though it needs an extra mile, and pray what needs praying, say what needs saying, 'cause we're only here for a little while. Yes, we're only here for a little while. Help me thank my buddy Jason Pritchett, Steve Lee. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. You know what I love about Branson is they stand for three things that I found: faith, family, and the flag. I love that about Branson. Absolutely. Now, speaking of family, you're going to see my kids grow up right here in front of your eyes on the video screen. I'm an empty nester now. Both of them are in college. But when they were about 5 or 6 years old, I wrote a song with my good buddy Richie McDonald from the group Lone Star. We wrote it about our kids. And, this song has meant so much to us. It spent 10 weeks in the Billboard Top 10. And now I can't even think about the lyric. I can't even look at the video. Thank you so much. I made the mistake of looking at the video one night and watching the kids grow up, and I lost it. So I decided I needed a trick. So I've got a little funny thing I always think about. My daughter one night called me up. I was backstage at the Grand Ole Opry. Speaking of Mel Tillis, I was talking to Mel, and I'm backstage at the Opry, and my daughter calls me up. She was 16 years old. She goes, "Dad, I want you to meet my new boyfriend." Yeah, that's about how excited I was. I said, well, just bring him in backstage and we'll take care of him, give him the VIP treatment, right? So they walk in and I can see this kid clear across the backstage of the Opry. You know why? The kid was into piercings. He's blinging everywhere. Well, what was so funny is what Mel Tillis said to him. Mel looked at him and he said, look here, son. You look like you fell face first in a tackle box. I can remember when you fit in the palm of my hand. You felt so good in it, no bigger than a minute. How it amazes me, you're changing with every blink, faster than a flower blooms. They grow up all too soon, so let them be little, 'cause they're only that way for a while. Give them hope, give them praise, give them love every day. Let them cry, let them giggle, let them sleep in the middle, but let them be little. Well, I've never felt so much in one little tender touch. Well, I live for those kisses, all your prayers and your wishes. But now you're teaching me how only a child can see. Tonight while we're on our knees, all I ask is please let them be little, 'cause they're only that way for a while. And give them hope, give them praise, give them love every day. Let them cry, let them giggle, let them sleep in the middle. Oh, but let them be little. So innocent, a precious soul. You turn around and it's time to let them go. So let them be little, 'cause they're only that way for a while. And give them hope, give them praise, give them love every day. Let them cry, let them giggle, let them sleep in the middle. Oh, but let them be little. Let them be little.
much. Woo. Thank you so much. Now, I told you my kids were about 5 or 6 when we wrote that song, and it came out on the radio. Now, my kids are only about 16 or 17 months apart, and they were mortal enemies growing up. Oh, my goodness. I left them with my mom for the weekend. Now, I'll tell you this. Today, my mom's 85 years old. She walks 10 blocks a day. She drives everywhere, doing great. But she was in her 70s when I left them with her for the weekend. I went to pick them up on Monday, and I said, Mom, how did it go? She goes, well, honey, I heard that new song of yours on the radio. It's got a good message. She goes, but I will tell you right now, you can let them be little somewhere else. You know what? We have a group of love songs for all the good women in the house. Let's do that for you. Loving you, it's what I do. It's the one thing I found I can put my heart into. It's who I am, I'm a lucky man, living the life I choose. Loving you, it's what I do. I do what I can to make an honest living. It's just a job, and it's not what I'm living for. I wanna earn the love you're giving. That's all that matters now to me. No matter what, I'll always be loving you. It's what I do. Yeah, and it's the one thing I found I can put my heart into. It's who I am, I'm a lucky man, living the life I choose. Loving you, it's what I do. Loving you, it's what I do. If there hadn't been you, where would I be? If there hadn't been you here for me, I made it through times never would have made it through if there hadn't been you. A man filled with hope who finally knows where he belongs. A heart that's filled with love, more than enough to keep it strong. And a life that's alive again, no longer afraid to face the truth. All of this I would have missed if there hadn't been you. If there hadn't been you, where would I be? If there hadn't been you here for me, I made it through times I never would have made it through. If there hadn't been you on my side, you in my life,
been you. Sacrifice, and all that counts is what you feel inside. It doesn't really matter what is gain or what is lost, 'cause when it comes to love, you don't count the cost. You see, it happens all around us, Lord, each and every day. Someone's giving all they've got for someone else's sake. If you ever doubt it, you just think about the cross. 'Cause when it comes to love, y'all, you don't count the cost. Yes, and all that counts is what you feel inside. It doesn't really matter what is gain or what is lost, 'cause when it comes to love, you don't count the cost. No, no. I do live here part of the time here in Missouri, and but I got to Nashville when I was 19 years old. I first arrived there, and it was the songwriting community that took me in, and it was that community that helped me and taught me a lot about writing country music. And in fact, I want to document this tonight, if you don't mind. I ended up making my living as a songwriter in the beginning before I started singing a lot. And my English teacher, my creative writing teacher, is here tonight. And if she would, Sharon, are you here? Would you stand up? Sharon Laster. There she is right there. I had the best teacher in the world right there. How about that? I couldn't add or subtract, but I could write. No, thank you, Sharon, so much. One day I get a call from a Grammy Award-winning Hall of Fame songwriter. He calls me up and he goes, Billy, I've got this beautiful melody. I'd like to play it for you, and I'd like for us to write this song together. And little did we know at the time, the guy's name, by the way, is Richard Lee. He wrote songs like Don't It Make My Brown Eyes Blue and The Greatest Man I Never Knew. Great songwriter. And anyway, little did we know this day that we were writing my very first #1 song. And not only did it go #1, it ended up winning the Academy of Country Music's Song of the Year. It's called Somewhere in My Broken Heart. You made up your mind, it was time, it was over, after we had come so far. But I think there's enough pieces of forgiveness somewhere in my broken heart. Not have chosen the road you have taken. It has left us miles apart. But I think I can still find the will to keep going somewhere in my broken heart. So somewhere in my broken heart. And I hope that in time you will find what you long for. Love that's written in the stars. And when you finally do, I think you will see it somewhere in my broken heart. And I hope that in time you will find what you long for. Love that's written in the stars. And when you finally do, I think you will see it somewhere in my broken, somewhere in my broken, somewhere in my broken heart.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You know, after Somewhere in My Broken Heart, I guess I went on to record at least 15 albums that I can remember. There's 10 songs on every album, and since we're shooting tonight a live DVD, I thought I would do all 10 songs off of every album. It takes 6 hours and 23 minutes. You guys up for that? No, I wouldn't do that to you. If you're not familiar with my work, the best thing to do is probably maybe pick up the Billy Dean The Hits album. It's got all the songs a lot of people know me for, and we got a lot more hits to do, by the way. But I do want to tell you about one other album. This is my favorite album I've ever done. It's called The Christ. It's a Christmas album, a sacred Christmas album. And the reason I love this album so much is because my friend Dolly Parton comes over and sings Silent Night, folks, like it's never been sung before. I mean, it's angelic. It's as if an angel is singing a lullaby to baby Jesus. And also my good friend David Pack from the group Ambrosia. He comes on and sings Mary Did You Know with me. We do a duet. And David Pack, he had a lot of hits. They had the group Ambrosia. They had those songs. Make a wish, baby. Love will make it come true. Anyway, good friend of mine. It's simply called The Christ. And it is getting into the holiday season. So check that out. Now, a little bit of trivia about Somewhere in My Broken Heart. I had the #1 song. We won the Song of the Year, wrote the song, but I wasn't the first one to record Somewhere in My Broken Heart. The first person to ever record it was Randy Travis. And Randy Travis, folks, he was the Garth Brooks of his day. And he put it on his No Holding Back album, and this thing sold I don't know how many millions of copies. And after that happened, well, I felt like I could take Fridays off. Now, every Friday, I had a standing writing date with 2 of my golfing buddies. Now, we didn't get much writing done on Friday. We basically got our messages and we went off to the golf course. Now, this one particular Friday, I come in, my publisher stops me at the door and he said, "Look, Billy, nobody's leaving early today because George Strait's in the studio right now and he's looking for one more song and he wants a love song. So you guys are gonna go up and try to write that song." Now, I don't know how familiar you are with Texans and Okies, but trying to be, there you go. Being locked in a room with a couple of cowboys trying to make mushy love song lyrics, well, it just wasn't happening that day. We gave it a best shot, but we ended up taking a little break. We go to have a little lunch at our favorite place in Nashville called the Pie Wagon. And Miss Marguerite there, great cook, she was making mashed potatoes and the best brown gravy we ever put in our mouth. And there had to be something magical in this gravy because we get back to the writer's room and the creative juices just started flowing. Man, we had ideas coming from left and right. And I had my guitar. I was doing a little guitar thing like this. I'll get you some of that, Steel Horses there.
So I had this thing going like that. My buddy from Texas, he's got this big old deep, rich voice, right? And he started doing this just out of nowhere. He started going, "Oh, good brown gravy. I love good brown gravy. Yeah." And my buddy from Oklahoma, he said, "Billy, we're not writing a love song today. Let's write the most ridiculous song we have ever written. Let's turn it in and we'll deal with it on Monday. Let's write it about this gravy." I don't know how to write a song about gravy. In 10 minutes, he had the first verse. Check it out. "I can't get rich, can't make a living, but I sure do something for the neighborhood women. Wake up every morning with them knocking at my door. Can't keep them waiting when they want some more. Back, back, I holler to my hound. You're supposed to keep them from coming around. I used to think they were after me. They weren't after me. They were just after my recipe for my good brown gravy. Good brown gravy. Good brown gravy. Good brown gravy." So we're off to a pretty good start until my buddy from Texas says, "Billy, have you heard about this new genre of music? It just came onto the scene." He said, we don't have to be able to sing a note. We don't have to write a melody. All we have to do is just talk a bunch of words. They call it rap music. Now, you can say what you want to, but I'm telling you right now, rap music, it's the best thing that ever happened to country music. You know why? Because when you got in your car and you turned on the radio and it was on a rap station, the first thing you started looking for was a country music station. Our ratings went through the roof. But now my buddy from Texas, he wants to be the first hillbilly country songwriter to ever write a rap verse. And folks, this is exactly why this song never went anywhere. But I'm gonna do it for you. You can stop it with a biscuit, you can eat it from a pan. You can lick it off your finger when it's running down your hand. If I can find a backer, I'd make a big commotion. I put it on the market, call it biscuit lotion. Back, back, holler to my hound. You're supposed to keep them from coming around. I used to think they were after me. They were just after my recipe for my good brown gravy. Good brown gravy. Good brown gravy. Good brown gravy. So anyway, my buddies, they grab their guitars and their golf clubs and they head off to the golf course and they said, "Billy, you got to write the last verse." So I'm sitting there thinking about words that rhyme with gravy, and the first word that comes to mind is the word Navy. But how in the world would you get the Navy involved in a song like this? I mean, really, how would you do it? I mean, well, that's why I'm a songwriter. This is how you do it. Granny told my mom about the power that it had. Good brown gravy is the way she got Dad. Tried to get me in the just to get the secret of my good brown gravy. Back, back, I holler to my hound. You're supposed to keep them from coming around. I used to think they were after me. They were just after my recipe for my good brown gravy. Good brown gravy. Good brown gravy. Good brown gravy. Now, to make good brown gravy, you need a little bit of a secret ingredient. And it comes right from my farm in Nashville, Tennessee. My farm's called Dean Acres. Dean Acres is the place to be. Hey, I like that.
Now we grow oregano, thyme, English thyme, and we grow a really all savory seasoning. It goes on everything but pancakes, so check it out. We're gonna take a little intermission. You can find a little 10 Acre seasoning. Come on down and say hello to the Seal Horses and Jared Doherty. Little 15-minute intermission. We'll be right back. Don't go away.